So I have a great big closet and absolutely no shelves on the wall. So to remedy that, I will be installing some wire shelving. It will give us a lot of space very quickly, and it's pretty easy to install. So let's get started. So these hangers are designed to go through drywall, and these anchors are designed to go into a stud. I already marked the holes for these, so I'm just going to drill them out. Most of the anchors are going to go through just the drywall, but I always prefer at least one or two anchors to go straight into a stud. These shelves normally tend to be a bit bent or bowed in the middle, so you can't just put a level on them to make sure that it's actually level. So I just put a level from the corner, went forward, and I'm going to eyeball it to make sure it's about as even as possible. It's very bent.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to hold it for you?
Let's put it here. Now when I cut these, I didn't put on the wall protector. You can see here where I scratched the wall, so that's an ideal. I have a couple holes I have to patch up anyway, so I'll do that later. I'm just wedging one of these clips in to hold it in place. So don't rely on wedging these clips in it to hold it in place. Oh, come on. So you need these support brackets about every 3 feet. Ordinarily I put one right about in the middle, but we're going to be connecting 2 on the side. So to give the side shelves extra support, I'm going to be using 2 of these, one over here and one over there.
And Daddy, what's the reason? I know those are rackets, but why are you putting the rackets there?
The brackets to hold it up and make it strong.
Oh.
There's a lot of different ways to cut this. You could use a hacksaw, use an angle grinder. I'm going to use some bolt cutters. It's very easy to do, but you do want to make sure you cut in between the 2 spokes. You don't want to go too close to the spoke. This way, afterward, there'll be enough room left over to add those white vinyl caps. Oh, shit. So I just cut this here, and I'm realizing it's on this spoke, which I won't be able to cut. I should have measured from this end over there, so the length that I needed wasn't on one of these posts. I guess I'll see if this fits. So it doesn't fit on this wall where I intended it, but this wall is about a 1/2 inch longer, so I can get away with that extra piece in the way. So you want the clips about 12 inches apart, and usually you want them in between the spokes if you can help it. So I just marked it. So where these shelves meet, you tuck this in here, and this shelf is supported by this area. So at a minimum, you want the shelf supports to be 3 feet apart plus one at each end. But if you're going to be hanging heavier things, winter coats, boxes on top, you could certainly add more support. So I'm just marking the spacing in between the shelves that I'm going to install. So in order to make sure the height is correct for this side, I'm actually going to use this side to measure against the pole. So if the rod support is going to be placed on a carpet, it's really important that you push down really hard when you're measuring the location for the clips. When the shelves actually have weight on them, it's going to sink into the padding a little bit and it could throw your shelves off.
Oh God, Daddy.
What?
You're gonna cut the metal.
Yeah, well, now I have to drill the holes.
Why? Oh God, Daddy.
What?
You almost broke it.
I don't think so.
It was on top.
Alright. I'm just going to drill the holes, the new holes where the clips are going to go. So I clipped all the shelves into the rod and they're pretty sturdy now. The last thing I have to do is install the vinyl caps over all of the rough ends of the shelves. So here it is all finished. I have shelves in the front when you first walk in, a full-length hanging section, lots of storage on top. In the back area I have stacked hangers for shirts on top and pants on the bottom. And on the other side I duplicated the entire thing. So here it is all finished. I hope that helped and gave you some ideas. Thanks for watching.